Hello, friends. Nice to meet you. Nice to know you. This last week was a busy one. We survived 3 birthday parties, accidentally researched the wrong library event, and I still haven't finished a project I started almost 3 years ago. Let's get into it. I finally pulled out a project I started in September of 2023. Well, obviously, this was the week I decided to finish it. I wanted to save my ultrasound pictures, so I was using self-laminating sheets to do that. Please do not use the thermal laminating sheets. Those will absolutely destroy your pictures. Use the self-adhesive laminating sheets. We got off to a solid start with them, and then I got a little bit cocky and I thought that I could do 4 pictures at one time. Apparently you have to cut it down to almost the exact size because I'm just not good with getting the air bubbles out if I'm trying to do it where there's 4 pictures on one sheet. So I would definitely suggest not doing what I originally did and start with seeing about the size that you need and going from there. Well, of course, as one has happened, the second child wakes up. So my daughter was already awake. My son woke up and it was banana pancake time. We had a friend's birthday party this week. Yes, on a Monday. Yes, in the middle of the day. It's the summertime. Do you reuse party bags too? I do. So because I was reusing this party bag, it didn't have a tag on it anymore. So I pulled some things out of my stash, a balloon and a paper straw. I blew up the balloon, tied it to the straw, wrote on it with our friend Holly's name, and I said, "Love my children." At their house, my friend had a splash pad. The kids had so much fun in it. My son hates splash pads because usually the water is way too aggressive. But with this, I'm in the comfort of my backyard and he really, really liked this splash pad. So I had my friend send me the link for this one so that I could order it. Not every day is banana pancake day. Some days, it's just going to be a cereal day. And usually I go off of whatever my son wants for the day. Today was also supposed to be one of those days where, I'll remember to take pictures. I, in fact, did not remember to take pictures, and it was my dad's birthday. Happy birthday to my dad. We went to lunch. We hung out at my parents' house. And because I don't have pictures of that, here is a lovely montage of Rowan's skeleton collection. You're welcome. Also, here are our cats, Beast and Spidey. The fluffy one is Beast. The regular black cat is Spidey. Apparently, I think that having unfinished projects from Monday wasn't enough, so what did I do? I started another project. Yes, I did. This one is a tissue paper stained glass project. We had a lot of tissue left over from my son's birthday in May, so I figured, and I saved way too much of this tissue paper because I had this project in mind that I was eyeballing. Trust me when I say to make these pieces bigger and not smaller. It's a lot. It will save your sanity. So we already had breakfast. However, I guess I didn't realize that someone was getting hangry. Quick montage of Rowan screaming in the background. Yep. So we had nachos and apples for lunch. Someone felt way better after, even enough to cuddle me. Very sweet. And between a 7-month-old and a 3-year-old, I was done with another project for the day. Today was a library planned event for the kids, and I almost didn't take the kids to this event because it was that much of a headache to try and wrangle these children together to get them out of the house by myself. It felt nearly impossible. Of course, it was very helpful that the event information that was on their website was incorrect. So during the summer, they don't have the events at the regular scheduled time, and they had updated their socials. So I'm officially old because I only checked their website. So this event was supposed to go on at 10. However, There was a play area, so we just played. And at 11, there was a free lunch across not only California, where we live, but across the US. There is a free lunch program, probably near you. Honestly, there are a lot of them scattered throughout near our area, so I can only imagine that they've got to be near yours. This is for children 18 years and younger. I will link the California website and also the US website. You and your children will have resources during the summer for the rest of at least this summer. And if you're not watching this now, you can use this resource every summer. They have this every summer. So please use this resource. Also, what happens to be at this library and city hall area is a monument to the veterans. Both mine and my husband's grandpas were on the plaques at the walls here. What a great day. We spent exactly $0 and got lunch. I continued cutting the tissue paper and we continued not to finish it. I've come up with this new thing where I'm trying to make a dessert on Fridays. Here I am going into making brownies. I have this really ridiculous image of the perfect homemade brownie in my head. Flaky top, semi-gooey center. Let me tell you, this was not it. It was really good, but this is not what I'm looking for. This was attempt 1, and we'll continue to look for the perfect homemade brownie. Today we cleaned the playroom, mostly because my husband found a cricket, and when he went to get up and take it outside, it disintegrated because it was dead. So it freaked me out. So I went through a complete clean of the playroom. That was also a great time to clean up some of the toys, but obviously you can tell we have way too many toys. Later this afternoon, we went to a birthday with the cousins in the park. Very fun. A lot of kids, but perfect because it was in the park, so they could just play. I would love to say that Sundays are my reset day. Today, it actually happened to be it. I did laundry. I started the laundry for my sheets on this day. I also had to fold 3 piles of laundry because my clothes, the kids' clothes, and towels. Wonderful. Here's the banana pancakes recipe. 2/3 cup oatmeal, 2 bananas, nutmeg, cinnamon, and I blend this really well. When that's all done being blended very, very, very well, then we're on to the next batch of stuff. So I do 2 overfilled teaspoons of flaxseed, 2 overfilled teaspoons of hemp seed hearts, 1 average teaspoon of chia seeds, 1 egg, and I barely pulse this. I do it for 7 pulses because I got OCD, so 7 pulses, but however many pulses you would like so that it's just barely blended. Then I take a half of the tablespoon of the Kerrygold butter and I put it onto my pan and we start dishing out pancakes. I can usually get 5 pancakes onto the pan. Here's our remaining 5 pancakes. I will soon need to figure out how to accommodate this recipe for 3. My son is eating the majority of these pancakes now. And then we had In-N-Out Burger for lunch because California. And guess what? I got halfway through the ultrasound pictures. Hooray! Well, for my fails this week, 1, I started 2 projects and I never got completely through either one. Things with kids will take literally forever. I used the internet to research a date and time to go to a library event, and it was incorrect. It didn't matter what was online and what normally is going on. I guess I need to actually check the socials. 3rd fail were the brownies. Very, very good. However, just not the perfect brownie I have in my head. Okay, here are our wins. Although I didn't finish those 2 projects last week, guess what we're going to finish next week? And will be wins for next week. These 2 projects. Another win, the kids loved the splash pad at my friend's house, so we ordered a splash pad for our house. And we got it just a few days later. Another win, we had so much time with friends and family this week. It was great to get to spend time with people, not only just during the summer, but in general. Thank you for watching. Next week, we're actually going to go to Griffith Park Observatory, and at the end of the week, it's 4th of July. Until next time, keep finding the mischief. Bye.